House lawmakers have passed landmark crypto legislation, the House passing the Genius Act, which will regulate stablecoins. That will now head to President Trump's desk to be signed into law. The House also passed the Clarity Act, which will determine if an asset is defined as a security and how it will be regulated. It also passed a third bill banning the central bank from issuing digital currencies, but these two still need to pass the Senate. The moves helping to lift the crypto space today, with Ether up sharply, Bitcoin also on the move, now back above 120,000 USD. So much to unpack here with Nik Bhatia. He's the founder of the Bitcoin Layer. It's a research company, joining me live this morning out of Los Angeles. Nik, welcome to the program. The Genius Act just passed the House with bipartisan support. This really is the regulatory clarity that the crypto industry has been waiting for. What's your immediate reaction?
It's great to see the United States finally getting a Republican and Democrat joining together and promoting a U.S. regulation that takes stable coins into the mainstream financial system. And that has been a long time coming. We know that Tether, with over $160 billion in U.S. dollar stablecoin equivalents, this is a non-U.S. vehicle, and it was time that the U.S. got its act together and finally passed the legislation that allows stablecoins to become a U.S. entity.
So, Nik, who do you see as the winners and losers in this big U.S. regulatory pivot?
The winners are U.S. financial institutions, with no doubt. This is going to favor them as we see the system progress now into U.S. dollar stablecoins. We'll see the largest banks get involved in a very serious way and finally pose that challenge to the existing stablecoin infrastructure, which is a vast majority offshore. And so this brings it onshore. So the winners will be the U.S. onshore dollar system. But at large, the Bitcoin ecosystem really benefits from this because Bitcoin is the collateral, the underlying digital collateral of this new system. Stablecoins only exist because of a market demand to buy Bitcoin in a digital environment. And so we have to remember why this whole thing started. It's because of Bitcoin. And so the entire Bitcoin ecosystem, as well as the mainstream U.S. financial onshore system, will both benefit from this.
So, Nik, do you think it's reasonable to expect that we will see more large U.S. financial institutions, in particular the banks, launching their own stablecoins now?
I do. I think that's a base expectation. We actually know that many of these banks have been involved in digital currency experimentation processes for many years. So this is final, and they are mostly prepared for this already, having lobbied to get this legislation to include ways that will really advantage this U.S. onshore dollar system. So the banks in the United States are already prepared for this moment, and we should see a lot of news come out after the president signs.